Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to the 1985 season in Season Ticket Baseball. Tonight we are at Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, California for a National League match, or for an American League matchup, I should say. The Baltimore Orioles are in town to play the California Angels tonight. This is both teams' first time on the board in this replay. So we'll see how these teams fare. The Orioles come in very much on the outside looking in of a tight American League race. They are at 17-22. They are 2.5 games back of the Brewers in the AL East. As for the Angels, they are currently the only team over 500 in the AL West with a record of 21-19. Also happen to be leading the division. So the AL West, kind of a little bit sus this season so far, but we'll see how things go. In this game, the Angels historically won this one 5-3. So this could be a welcome way to hold on to history for the Angels. But we will see what Season Ticket has to say about that. And with all of that being said, we're expecting a sellout here at Anaheim Stadium. So let's jump right into this one. Starting pitcher tonight for the California Angels is Ron Romanic. 14-9 with a 4.11 ERA. 195 even innings pitched, 64 strikeouts, 62 walks, and 29 home runs in 1985. While the rest of the Angels get loose behind him, we will take our first look at the Orioles' starting lineup for tonight. Leading off, we've got Lee Lacy in right field, Jim Dwyer is in left field, Cal Ripken is at shortstop, Eddie Murray is at first base, Fred Lynn will be in center field, Larry Sheets will be the designated hitter, Joe Nolan's behind the plate, Fritzy Connolly is at third base, and Len Sakata is at second base, and that's the lineup Romanic is going to be charged with keeping in check in this one. Let's make sure everything's all good on the tableau layout on this side. Okay, cool. Looks like I've got room for... Hang on, let me see if I can adjust the focus a little bit here. Maybe move some of these cards out of shot. That's better. Okay, want to make sure the focus is on the scoreboard there. Leading off for the Orioles, as mentioned, I'm just going to let Digital Diamond catch up with me here. Leading off will be Lee Lacy. 293 average, 9 home runs, 48 RBIs in 1985. Just getting Digital Diamond all set up here. We're using red, white, and what's supposed to be theoretically navy dice, but I realize that's probably just blue. Angels are the home team tonight. Romanic looking in at Naron for the sign. Actually, probably Narone. We've got a sellout here at Anaheim Stadium. Hopefully everybody in the real world in California is doing well with the fires over in Los Angeles. Romanic will get the sign, he will set, and we will go to where every game starts here, and that is with the first pitch. And we will start off with a 423 as Lacy against a righty is going to ground that right over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Schofield. He will make the easy play over to first for out number 1, and we are underway here tonight at Anaheim Stadium. Oop. Jim Dwyer now stepping into the batter's box for the Orioles. 249 average, 7 home runs, 36 RBIs in 85. Romanic will get the sign from Narone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 4-11. We're getting a lot of 4s tonight already. And Dwyer's going to get a 1-out walk out of the at-bat. Infield will go to double play depth as here comes Cal Ripken to the plate. 282 average, 26 home runs, 110 RBI in 85. Just updating my physical copy of the score sheet that I normally keep. Romanic will get the sign from Narone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That will be we'll call that a 163 since that's where it was landing. 163. Romanic's going to give up another walk. And suddenly the Orioles have something cooking here with one out in the top of the first. As in the batter's box now for the Orioles is Eddie Murray. 297 average, 31 home runs, 124 RBI in 85. Fans at Anaheim Stadium are loud. They're hoping for a big-time pitch. Romanek in a bit of a jam here. He will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 327, and a 327 is going to be a fly ball into the left field. Getting under that one is going to be Downing. He will make the play for out number 2. Dwyer should end up at third on the play. I believe that's what a plus is, but let's take a look. And yep, Dwyer will go to third, but there are 2 outs in the inning. As Fred Lynn now steps into the batter's box for the Orioles. 263 average, 23 home runs, 68 RBIs in 85. Fans at Anaheim Stadium, once again, loud, hoping Romanek can get a great pitch to get the Angels out of a jam. Romanek will get the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 142, and a 142 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Brown. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 walks, but the Orioles are not able to do anything with them. Score is now Baltimore 0, California coming to bat. Stopping over to check in with chat real quick. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is Dennis Martinez. 13-11 with a 5.15 ERA. 180 innings pitched, 68 strikeouts, 63 walks, 29 home runs in 85. As the Orioles will get loose behind Martinez, we will take our first look at the Angels' starting lineup tonight. Leading off, hold on. I don't know how that got adjusted on me. Maybe I just didn't take it all the way. I must have moved it by mistake. Anyway, leading off, we've got Rob Wilfong at second base for the Angels. Juan Beniquez is in center field. Brian Downing is in left. Rupert Jones is your designated hitter. Bobby Grich is at first base. Jerry Nerone is behind the plate catching. Mike Brown is in right field. Jack Howell is at third base. And Dick Schofield is your shortstop tonight. And I will reset the lineup here. And we will be good to go. As leading off the bottom of the first, we have Rob Wilfong. 189 average, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs in 1985. Martinez will look in. He will finish up his warm-up tosses and get the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here will be his first pitch. With a 355, and that's going to be an easy ground ball over to short. Ripken ranging to his right, but otherwise he'll have no problems getting to that one, and that will be out number 1. As Juan Beniquez now steps into the batter's box. 304 average, 8 home runs, 42 RBIs in 85. Martinez looks to Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. That is a 383. Beniquez is going to come through with a base hit, and he'll get on. So the Angels have some one-out pressure here. The Orioles will go to double play depth, as stepping into the batter's box next will be Brian Downing. 263 average, 20 home runs, 85 RBI in 85. Beniquez could be tempted to try to steal here. Nolan, they might actually try it, I think they are going to have Beniquez try to get the jump here. He needs to beat a hold of an 11 with a steal of 2. And no, he won't get the jump. They'll call off the steal. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. On a 240, that'll be Martinez against the righty with a 240. And that's going to be a 570, so that'll be hit right to left field. That'll be Dwyer, and that'll be a nice, easy fly ball into left field. Downing will get under that one for out number 2. Two outs, and Rupert Jones now is the batter. 231 average, 21 home runs, and 67 RBI in 85. Martinez hoping to get the Orioles out of the bottom of the first without any problems. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 172, and 172 is going to be a bloop single, as that'll just barely get out of the infield, but just barely is good enough for the Angels to now have something going on here with 2 outs in the inning. As Bobby Grich now will be the batter for the Angels. 242 average, 13 home runs, 53 RBI in 85. Martinez sweating a little bit. Fans at Anaheim Stadium on their feet, hoping for a big-time hit. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. On a 646, that'll be a 656. And that's just going to change where it's grounded, but it's still a ground ball over to short. Ripken will grab that one. He'll take it to the bag himself for the out, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Angels likewise not able to do anything with their hits. We are scoreless here at Anaheim Stadium after 1. Trying to make sure that scoreboard doesn't go falling on me. Stop in and check in with chat. Top of the second coming up and leading off for the Orioles is the designated hitter, Larry Sheets. 262 average, 17 home runs, 50 RBIs in 85. Romanic looks into Nerone for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 382. And a 382. Sheets will lead off with a base hit. That'll get out of the infield easily. That'll come down somewhere in the outfield. It'll get cut off before it goes any further. Infield will move to double play depth as Joe Nolan steps into the batter's box. 132 average, no home runs, and 6 RBI in 85. Romanic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That'll be a 429. 429 against a righty is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one is going to be Wilfong. He will step on the bag himself, and that will be a G4-3 double play, 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! The Angels get a big-time double play as Nolan grounds right into it, and Fritzy Connolly, now the batter. 232 average, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs in 85. Romanic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. I will finish updating my score sheet here before we see that is a 669. A 669 will be grounded right back to Romanic. He will turn, fire that over to Grich at first, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the hit for the Orioles as we get set for the bottom of the second. And leading off the bottom of the second for the Angels, we have Jerry Nerone, the catcher. 220 average, 5 home runs, and 14 RBI in 85. Martinez will look into Nolan for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. with a 172. 172 is going to be a bloop single, as Neron's going to get under that one, but he'll still have enough of it that it'll get down in the outfield for a base hit. Infield will go to double play depth, as stepping into the batter's box now is the right fielder, Mike Brown. 268 average, 4 home runs and 20 RBIs in 85. Martinez looking in at Nolan for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 485. That sounds like trouble against a righty. 485. Never mind. That's going to be grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Connolly. He will fire that to Sakata at second. Sakata with the relay over to Murray at first. In time, that is a double play. Stadium groans. Ugh. As the Angels kill an Oriole inning with a double play, so too do the Orioles due to the Angels. 2 outs in the inning, and Howell now is the batter. Jack Howell. 197 average, 5 home runs, and 18 RBI in 85. Got decent power, though. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. On a 391. 391 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Lacey will get under that one for the Orioles. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the hit for the Orioles. We are still scoreless here at Anaheim Stadium after 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the action here at Anaheim Stadium. Top of the third, we'll see Len Sakata leading off for the Orioles. 227 average, 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in 85. Romanek will get the sign from Neron. He will set, and here comes the pitch. On a 441 against a righty, that'll be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Schofield. He will make the throw over to first, out number 1. Lacey now the batter. Lacey tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Romanek will get the sign from Neron. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 307. 307. Lacey's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3. That will be out number 2. Two outs, and here's Dwyer. Dwyer tonight he walked his first time up. Romanek will get the sign from Neron. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That'll be a 387 in just a second. And Dwyer's going to continue the inning with a base hit. Ripken now the batter for the Orioles. Ripken also walked his first time up. Dwyer edging off the bag at first. They're not going to try to run themselves out of the inning, though. Romanek will get the sign from Neron. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 319, and that's going to be lifted into right field. Coming under that one for the Angels is going to be Brown. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. The hit lit up an otherwise uninteresting inning for the Orioles as we get set for the bottom of the third. Still no score here at Anaheim Stadium. And into the batter's box to lead off the bottom of the third, we've got Dick Schofield. 219 average, 8 home runs, 41 RBI in 85. Martinez looks in at Nolan. He will set, Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. On a 633, that'll turn into a 643, and that's going to be grounded over to first. Grabbing that one without any trouble is going to be Murray. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will be out number 1. And that'll bring the top of the Angels order back to the plate. Here's Wilfong. Wilfong grounded out his first time up. Martinez gets the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 229 against he's against the lefty, and it's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that at third base is going to be Connolly. He will make the catch for out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and here's Beniquez. Beniquez tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. Angels would like to get something here in the inning. Orioles trying to hold this game right where it is. Martinez will look in at Nolan for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. Into a 699. Oh boy, that's going to turn into a 709. And Beniquez connects with one, and that one is deep to center field. Beniquez has a power of a 4. Can Beniquez give the Angels the lead with one swing of the bat? Let's see, that's going to be a total of a 7. No, that's going to be flown into center field, but Lynn will have plenty of room for that one. He will come in, he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels here in the bottom of the third. We remain scoreless after 3. You wouldn't expect a pitcher's duel from two pitchers with an ERA north of 9. But that's what we currently have here through 3. Stopping over to check in with chat. As leading off the top of the 5th. Hold on. Something. Let's just make sure there are no problems with stream. Note, it seems to be all good so far. Leading off the top of the 5th in a fairly fast-moving game tonight. Let's make sure. Well, actually, it's the top of the 4th? Yes, top of the 4th. Okay, never mind. We've got Eddie Murray. Murray flew out his first time up. Ramonic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 667, and that's going to be grounded right back to Ramonic. He will fire that over to Grich at first, and that'll make out number 1. And here's Lynn stepping into the batter's box. Lynn is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Ramonic gets the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 463 against a righty, and that's going to be lifted into center field. Beniquez will have plenty of room for that one, ranging to his left. He will get that one. He'll call everybody off. That'll fall into his glove for out number 2. And here's Sheets. Sheets has a single his first time up. Or had a single his first time up. Ramonic looking in at Nerone for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. Let's see, that is a 512. That'll be hit right back to Ramonic, and he will get that one easily. He will fire that over to Grich at first once again, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles here in the top of the 4th. And we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Grabbing a quick drink. And we'll keep rolling. Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Angels is Downing. Downing flew out his first time up. Martinez looks in at Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 621, which will turn into a 631, and that'll get popped up on the infield. Ripken has plenty of room to get that one. He'll call everybody off, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. That one got skied about a mile high, but Ripken will get under that one easily, as Jones now will step into the batter's box. Jones had a single his first time up. Martinez looks in at Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 175, and a 175 is going to be a bloop single, and Martinez gives up another one to Jones. The infield is at double play depth, and here's Grich. Grich tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Are the Angels going to try the hit and run here? Grich has decent power. That is a question. Each team's already hit into a double play tonight. Right, this one was a double play. That is a question. Do you try the hit and run here? Grich has got decent power, so I think you call it off. They're not going to do the hit and run even though they're tempted. This is actually a pretty powerful lineup. I'm kind of surprised. Martinez looks into Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. Into a 385. Grich with a 385. That will be a base hit, and the inning will continue. Actually, Jones probably would have made it to third on... Yeah, Jones would have made it to third. But with that much power, I don't think you try it. So that will end up with runners at first and second. Still one out, and the batter now is Nerone. Nerone is 1 for 1 with a single. Orioles or Angels fans on their feet, hoping for a big-time hit, hoping Nerone can bring in the first run of the game. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 318, and Nerone's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3, out number 2. Stadium groans. Ugh. If the Angels aren't careful, they're going to let another golden opportunity go by the boards. As here's Brown. Brown hit into a double play his first time up. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. Fans at Anaheim Stadium still on their feet, hoping for a big-time pitch. Or a big-time hit, I should say. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 304... and Brown's going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3. That will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Angels are not able to do anything with them. Well, the Orioles got the big-time pitch they were waiting for. We remain scoreless here after 4. Stadium groans. Ugh. Top of the 5th coming up tonight, and leading off for the Orioles is Nolan. Nolan tonight is 0 for 1. He hit into a double play his first time up. Romanek will get the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 364, and a 364 is going to be grounded right over to first. Picking that one up at first base is going to be Grich. He will take that to the bag himself for out number 1. Connolly now is the batter. Connolly tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up as well. Romanek gets the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 374, and it's going to be popped up on the infield. Gritch will get under that one without any problems. Skied about a mile high again, and that's out number 2 in the inning. Sakata now stepping into the batter's box. He also grounded out his first time up. Romanek gets the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. With a 115, and that'll be a fly ball into left field as Sakata gets under that one pretty badly. Downing will come in for that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and leading off for the Angels tonight is Howell. Howell tonight is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Bottom of the 5th at Anaheim Stadium, no score. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 681, which will turn into a 691, and Howell's going to come through with that one, and that will be a leadoff double. Also, the first point of pitcher fatigue against Martinez, as we are in the 5th inning now, after his stamina of 4 innings is passed. Schofield now the batter. Schofield tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Angels with a golden opportunity here to get on the board first. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 481, Schofield against a righty with a 481 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Lynn. He will make the catch. That is out number 1. Howell tagging up on the throw. He will slide into third. Here comes the throw from left field, and it is not in time. Howell will be safe at third on the tag play, on the tag up. 1 out in the inning, but the infield has got to play in on this one. They don't want Howell to score, as Wilfong now is the batter. Wilfong tonight is 0 for 2. Howell is he going on contact is the question, and I think the answer there is yes, he is going to go on contact. Martinez will look in at Nolan for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 235. Martinez against the lefty with a 235. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that at third base is going to be Connolly. He will make the catch. Out number 2. Let me just make sure a P5 didn't get changed with the infield in. It does not. Okay, good to know. Two outs in the inning, and the Angels appear dangerously close to letting another big opportunity go by the boards. Beniquez now the batter. He is 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Martinez looks in at Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. 650, which will turn into a 650, which will turn into a 660, and that'll be grounded over to short. Ripken will get that one. He will fire that over to first. That will retire the side. A leadoff double goes by the boards for the Angels. We remain scoreless at Anaheim Stadium after 5. Quite the pitcher's duel tonight here, and again, you wouldn't expect this, as Troy Sawyer And Philip Anderson now join us here at Anaheim Stadium. Philip's got the Angels with the only record above 500 above the AL West, as do I. The Angels are currently just 2 games over 500. They're currently leading the AL West. They're at 21-19. At least that's where I've got them. And yes, we've got a good one here, but it would be nice if somebody could score some runs so I don't have to invoke my fast score house rule tonight. Top of the 6th coming up, though, and we're looking at the top of the Orioles order. And Philip Anderson, by the way, is the official backup record keeper on Phoenix Night Network. Stepping into the batter's box for the top of the 6th for the Orioles is Lacey. Lacey tonight is 0 for 2. So no pressure, Philip, on that role, but thanks for being a backup record, being an unofficial, official backup record keeper. How's that? I know I'm being a pain in the neck about that. Ramonic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 244 against the righty, and a 244 is going to turn into a 584. That'll be hit over to Beniquez, and that'll be a fly ball into center field. He will get under that one, and that will be out number 1. Dwyer now the batter for the Orioles. Dwyer is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk tonight. Ramonic gets the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 697. Uh-oh. Well, fortunately, this will be Ramonic's first point of pitcher fatigue because that will be a walk. As Ramonic loses control of a slider, that comes in for ball 4. The infield will go to double play depth on that one, though. As Ripken now stepping into the batter's box. Ripken has a walk tonight, but otherwise he's 0 for 1. Ramonic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 172, and a 172 is going to be lifted into left field. Downing will get under that one for the Angels. He will haul that in, and that will be out number 2. And here's Murray. Murray tonight is 0 for 2. So far, it looks like neither team wants to win this game. God, I hope somebody wants to win it because I don't want to be here for 3 hours on a school night or on a work night. Ramonic will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 237 against the righty. 237 is going to be grounded right over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Wilfong. He will make the play to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the walk for the Orioles as we get set for the bottom of the 6th in a still fairly fast-moving game tonight. Stopping in to check in with chat real quick. Okay. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and the Angels are looking at the heart of their order as Brian Downing now comes into the batter's box. He is 0 for 2 tonight. We are going to get some activity in both bullpens as well, even though both pitchers are actually pitching reasonably well tonight. We are going to get... The Orioles are going to get a lot of righties. Actually, it's a lot of lefties here. Let's see. The Orioles are going to get... they're going to get Nate Snell. Yeah, they're going to get Tippy Martinez actually warming up for the Orioles as he's going to get up and start throwing. As for the Angels, starting to throw for them is going to be... the Angels are going to get Doug Corbett warming up in their bullpen. Both teams now with activity in the bullpen. as Downing is all set to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Angels. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here's the pitch. 143. 143 is going to be lifted into left field. Dwyer will get to that one, ranging in for that one a bit, but he will make the catch. That is out number 1. Jones, now the batter for the Angels. Jones tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 171, and a 171 is going to be another bloop single. Martinez is going to stop giving up these bloop singles. Jones is now 3 for 3 tonight, and as Digital Diamond catches up, that'll be the second point of pitcher fatigue on Martinez. The infield will go to double play depth, though, as Grich will step into the batter's box. Grich tonight is 1 for 2. And the Angels once again tempted to hit and run, but they're going to wave that off. Jones could possibly try to get the jump here. They're going to try that instead. They're going to see if Jones can get the jump here. Against a hold of 1, he can easily get the jump. And against an arm of a 3, Jones is going to take off and head for second. He needs to beat a 13 to get there. He's got a speed of 3. And there hardly will even be a throw. Martinez is just going to cut that one off as Jones had too big a lead. No chance on that one. And Jones will move up to second on that one. Double play is now off the table for the Angels on a heads-up play by Jones to make the play to get over to second. He will stay at second base. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. On a 280, that could be trouble against a righty 280. Uh-oh. Grich thinks he's got a hold of one. That one is deep to left field. Grich has got a power of a 6. Going back for that one in left field is going to be Dwyer. Can the Angels take the lead on Grich's bat? He's got a power of a 6. 6 and 11 is 17. And Grich has just given the Angels the lead with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for that one is Dwyer. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Bobby Grich. Angels take a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Phoenix Knight also cheers. Yay! Because he's not as likely to be here all night. Again, I would invoke my fast score house rule long before that point. And I've already given Martinez his next point of pitcher fatigue. Here's Nerone. Nerone tonight is 1 for 2. The Orioles bench is going to tell Martinez, try to get us out of this inning. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 133, and that's going to be lifted into left field. This time Dwyer will have room for that one. Never a danger of it going back to back. 2 outs in the inning. Brown now the batter for the Angels. Brown tonight is 0 for 2. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 550. That'll be hit over to third base. Third baseman is Connolly, and it'll be a nice easy ground ball right at him. He will throw that across the diamond, and that will retire the side. But the Angels strike first. 2 runs on 2 hits, a stolen base, a 2-run blast by Bobby Grich, and the score is now 2-0 California after 6. Checking in with the chat real quick. And yes, indeed, we've got the first score finally in this one. Top of the 7th coming up, and we will see the middle of the Orioles order as Fred Lynn steps into the batter's box. Lynn's flown out twice tonight. Romanek coming out of the dugout feeling pretty good with a 2-0 lead. He will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 635, which will turn into a 640 because of pitcher fatigue, and that'll be grounded over to first. Gritch will grab that one. He will take that to the bag himself for the first out of the inning. Sheets now stepping into the batter's box. Sheets tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Romanek's actually done pretty well tonight. He's scattered 2 hits. Romanek will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 145, and it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting over to that one is going to be Lacey. He will make the play, out number 2. Two outs, and the batter now is Nolan. Nolan tonight is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Romanek gets the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 382. And a 382 is going to get lifted into left field. Downing gets under that one for the Angels. He won't have to go too far for that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles here in the top of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but I won't torture you guys with my rendition of it. What I will do, however, is take a small break. Don't forget, we still have Fast Score coming up after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It'll be May 29th, 1985. We will take our first look at Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois, as we'll have an American League matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. Jim Clancy will be on the hill for the Blue Jays, and Britt Burns will be going for the White Sox. That should be a good one tomorrow night at Comiskey Park. Bottom of the 7th coming up, and the first order of business for the Orioles is getting Dennis Martinez out of the game. He is going to come out of tonight's game. Coming in to pitch for the Orioles will be the lefty, Tippy Martinez. 3-3 with a 5.40 ERA. 70 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, 37 walks, 8 home runs in 85. And I just jarred my camera, so let me tab into OBS and check that real quick. Give that a little bit of an adjustment, but I think we're good there. Okay. So bottom of the 7th, we'll see the bottom of the Angels order coming up next. Leading off, we've got Jack Howell. Jack Howell had a double back in the 5th. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. On a 334. And Howell's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3, out number 1. Schofield now the batter. Schofield tonight is 0 for 2. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 334, and Schofield's going to get frozen by a changeup as well for strike 3, out number 2. 2 outs in the inning, and Wilfong now the batter. Wilfong tonight is 0 for 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 Angels. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 665, which sounds outish, and it is. That'll be grounded over to first. Murray will pick that one up. Martinez will come over to cover. He will get to the throw, get to the bag, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels in the bottom of the 7th. But Anaheim has the first. But California has the first 2 runs on the board. They lead 2-0 after 7. And we're not going to see any funny business from the Angels here, as Ramonic is going to come out of the game. The Angels are going to go to the bullpen. As coming into pitch, once I get this cooperate, once I get Digital Diamond caught up. Coming into pitch for the Angels will be Doug Corbett. 3-3 with a 4.89 ERA. 46 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, 20 walks, 7 home runs in 85. His job is to keep this game right where it is. And in order to do that, he will be looking at the bottom of the Orioles' order, as leading off the top of the 8th is Connolly. Connolly tonight is 0 for 2. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 569. That sounds like that's a 596. That sounds like a little less trouble, but we'll see what happens when it's hit over to the right fielder. Right fielder is Brown on a 596. Never mind, that is trouble, as Connolly is going to lead the inning off with a double. And suddenly the Orioles have something going on here. Here's Sakata. Sakata tonight is 0 for 2. Corbett has got to shake that one off. He will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is going to be a 578, actually a 587, I should say. That's hit to center field. Center fielder is Beniquez. 587 is going to be a base hit into right field. Connolly could try to score if he wants to challenge the right fielder's arm, but he's only got a speed of 1. I think he will be content with the base hit into right field. And just like that, the Orioles have something going on here with nobody out. The infield, do you play for the double play, or do you take the outs? Or do you play to protect the run, or do you play for outs? I think they're going to play in. They're going to play the infield in and try to keep Connolly from scoring. I think that's the bigger threat here this late in the game. As Lacey will now step up to the batter's box. Lacey tonight is 0 for 3. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch, as the fans at Anaheim Stadium are loud, hoping for that big-time pitch, and let's see if they get it. That's a 199. That does not, well, actually a 199 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at third base about a mile high is going to be Howell. He will make the catch, and that is out number 1 in the inning. The infield is still going to play in, guarding against Connolly scoring. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer tonight is 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Connolly is going on contact. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. Fans at Anaheim Stadium on their feet, hoping for another big-time pitch. Corbett will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 207, which will turn into against the lefty into a 407. And the bases are now full of brown birds as Dwyer walks. Wow. We have got a rough situation going if you're an Angels fan here. The bases are full of brown birds, and the Orioles are trying to cut deep into this lead. And here's Ripken coming up. Ripken tonight is 0 for 2 with another walk of his own. What do you do here if you're the Angels? Now do you try for the double play? And I think the answer to that is yes, they are going to try for the double play. Now that they got forces at all bases, they're going to try to get out of this inning. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. Fans at Anaheim Stadium on their feet, hoping for a big-time hit, or for a big-time pitch. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. That is a 163 and a 163. Corbett is going to lose control of a slider for ball 4, and that is going to walk in a run. Connolly will trot to the plate, and the bases are still full of brown birds, but it is now 2-1 in favor of the Angels. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Murray. Murray tonight is 0 for 3. We're going to get some more activity in the Angels bullpen here, as Pat Clements now is going to start getting loose in the California bullpen. I keep wanting to say cities that they've been named in the past, but they're still the California Angels right now in 1985. Corbett gets the sign from Nerone. Nerone actually is going to go out and talk to Corbett, try to settle him down real quick, as we've got a lot of drama here in this one. Corbett will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 421. Murray against a righty is going to get grounded over. And this may be where the playing the infield not in backfired. So that'll be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Wilfong. He will throw it over to short for the out, but the run will score, and this game will be tied at 2. So Sakata will score. Dwyer will make third. Ripken's thrown out, and this game is tied at 2. Stadium groans. Ugh. The Angels tried to get out of the inning, but it didn't work. It was a calculated gamble, though. And now we've still got runners at the corners, as Lynn now is the batter. Lynn tonight is 0 for 3. We've got runners at the corners, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Corbett will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 407. A 407 is going to be another walk, and again, the bases are full of brown birds. Corbett with his 3rd walk tonight. Wow. He cannot keep control of this one, and I think that is going to be it. And the batter now is Sheets. Sheets tonight is 1 for 3 with a single, and that is going to be it for Corbett. The Angels have seen enough of him. And coming in to pitch for the Angels, as Corbett is now going to come out of the game, that'll take Romanek off the no decision. That'll give Romanek a no decision. Coming in to pitch for the Angels now is going to be Pat Clements. 5-0 with a 3.34 ERA. 62 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 25 walks, 4 home runs in 85. He will try to deal with Sheets and get the Angels out of this inning. He will get the sign from Nerone. Fans at Anaheim Stadium on their feet, hoping for a big pitch. Clements will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 459. That'll be Sheets against a lefty. 459 is going to be a ground ball over to third, or over to first. Picking that one up will be Gritch. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side, but not before the Orioles get this game tied. 2 runs on 2 hits and 3 walks, and we are tied at 2 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Talk about losing total control of an inning if you're the Angels. That could not have happened at a much worse time. Martinez will finish up his warm-up tosses as he'll be looking at the 2-3-4 of the Angels order. Leading off here is Beniquez. Beniquez tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 136, which will turn into a 336. And that'll be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at first base is going to be Murray. He will make the catch for out number 1. As Downing now steps into the batter's box. Downing tonight is 0 for 3. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 684, which will turn into a 694. And Downing's going to get a hold of one. He's going to get that one deep all the way to the wall. And he will hustle around second. Here comes the throw into third. Not in time. Downing safe at third base with a triple. Also the first point of pitcher fatigue against Martinez. Stadium cheers. Yay! The infield has got to play in on this one. Batter now is Jones. Jones has 3 singles tonight. Martinez is looking a little bit shaky. Fans at Anaheim Stadium are suddenly on their feet and very much alive. Martinez looks in at Nolan for the sign. He will set. Here comes the pitch. Blue die went falling on me. And that will be a 217. Martinez against the lefty will turn into a 417. And that's going to be a walk as Jones gets on with a 1-out walk. And I think the Orioles are going to leave the infield in. They'd rather not have the run score. Unfortunately for them, though, here comes Grich, the architect of the 2-run home run in the bottom of the 6th that started the scoring. Grich tonight is 2 for 3. And that is the second point of fatigue against Martinez. We will get some activity in the Baltimore bullpen as Nate Snell is now going to start getting loose for the Orioles. Martinez will get the sign from Nolan. He will set, and here comes the pitch. On a 628, that'll turn into a 638. And that'll be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Orioles is going to be Lynn. He will make the catch, and that is out number 2. Okay, what happened here? There we go. We must have had an escape command in there or something. And here's Nerone. Nerone tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Fans at Anaheim Stadium still hoping for a big-time hit. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 674, that'll turn into a 684. And that is going to be a base hit, and the Angels are going to take the lead back. Downing will score. Jones to second, Nerone to first. (3-2) in favor of the Angels. Stadium cheers. Yay! Orioles are going to tell Martinez to try to finish up the 8th. We will also get activity in the Angels bullpen as the closer, Donnie Moore, is going to start getting loose. Mike Brown, now the batter for the Angels. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Martinez gets the sign from Nolan. 3-2 Angels, bottom of the 8th. Martinez will set, and he will pitch. With a 682, which will turn into a, oh boy. Let's see, so 692, 707. Uh-oh. He thinks he's got a hold of one. That one is deep to center field. Brown with a power of 6. Does he extend this Angels lead and give them some serious breathing room? This is deep to center field. No! But he will get a long single out of that one. Rupert is going to be content being at first, as the bases are now full of heavenly bodies. Well, never mind. I'll shut up about that. I know I was going somewhere with that. Knowing me, somewhat perverted, but we'll just leave it right there. Batter now is Howell. Howell tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. The Orioles are going to take a chance here and leave Martinez in there. They only need one more out to get out of this inning. He will get the sign from Nolan. He will set. Here comes the pitch. That is a 546. That'll be hit over to second base. Second baseman is Sakata, 546. That is going to be a base hit into right field, as the Angels are going to extend their lead. Jones will score as the carousel runs again. 4-2 in favor of the Angels. Stadium cheers. Yay! As Jones now scores, the batter now is Schofield. Schofield tonight is 0 for 3. Let's just make sure I've got this all updated. And that will be it for Martinez. The Orioles are going to get the hook here. Coming in to pitch for the Orioles, will be Nate Snell. 3-2 with a 2.69 ERA, 103rd innings pitched, 41 strikeouts, 30 walks, 4 homers in 85. He has got one job here. Get one out. Snell will look in at Nolan for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. With a 561. That'll be hit over to Ripken at shortstop, and that'll be a nice, easy ground ball right to Ripken. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. But quite the inning for the Angels. 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk, and it is now 4-2 Angels after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Stopping over to check in with chat real quick. And yes, the Angels do have some breathing room, and this has been a good one. But I think the Angels are not in the mood for any funny business tonight, as Pat Clemens is going to come out of the game. And coming in to pitch for the Angels and try to finish this one up is going to be Donnie Moore. I'll get Digital Diamond set up and while Digital Diamond gets caught up to me, we will take a look at Donnie Moore's stats. 8-8 with 31 saves, a 1.92 ERA, 103 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts, 21 walks, 9 home runs in 85. In order to finish this game, Moore will be tasked with the bottom of the Orioles order. Here's Joe Nolan. Nolan tonight is 0 for 3. Moore will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a $5.99. That does not sound like it's going to be anything good. That is going to be hit to Brown in right field. And that is going to be a base hit into right field. Nolan is not going to try to challenge the speed. He will be content at first with the single. The Orioles do not want to give away any outs here. The infield will go to double play depth, and here's Connolly. Connolly tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. Moore will get the sign from Nerone. He will set. Here comes the pitch. With a 468, Connolly against a righty. 468 is going to be a ground ball over to third. Grabbing that one is going to be Howell. He will throw that over to second. He'll throw that over to second to get Nolan. And Wilfong at second will try to make the relay over to first, but that won't be in time. Connolly will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. Still one out in the inning, or now one out in the inning. The infield will remain at double play depth. And here's Sakata. Sakata tonight is 1 for 3 with a single, and he's scored a run. Moore will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is going to be a 650, and a 650 is going to be a ground ball over to third. Run the same play back, kids. I'm not going to call it again, but this time it'll be Howell getting to that one. He will throw that over to second to get Connolly. 2 outs in the inning. And the last chance for the Orioles comes to Lee Lacy. Lacy tonight is 0 for 4. Right. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just making sure my line score is all straight. Fans at Anaheim Stadium on their feet, hoping the Angels can pick up this win. Moore will get the sign from Nerone. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 650. And a 650 is going to be a ground ball over to third once. Wow. He's made all 3 putouts. Getting to that one is going to be Howell. He'll pump once, pump twice, throw to second. That's your game. The California Angels pick up this win by a score of 4-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. For the Angels, 4 runs on 12 hits and no errors. For the Orioles, 2 runs and 5 hits on no errors. Winning pitcher tonight is Pat Clements. Tippy Martinez will take the loss, and Donnie Moore will end up with the save. But of course, we are not done yet here, as we still have fast score to get to after tonight's game. So now we will head for that. As usual, I will do some cleanup first. I've got a few unboxings I want to get to as well in the next few days. Maybe after I get tonight's standings updated, we will have one of those on the channel later tonight. We'll also have our first standings post coming out. Well, so after tomorrow's block, we will have our first standings post coming out of this replay. I wanted to wait a couple months until we at least got past May before I did any kind of standings update, just because it's a little bit hard to take standings seriously early in the season when there's just so much baseball to play in April yet. All right, Fast Score. How did the rest of the majors fare in this block? We are on May 25th. Blue Jays and the Indians. Blue Jays, 2161. That is 9. Indians, 562 is 6. And the Blue Jays win a shootout. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox, 553. That is 5. Royals, 656 is 6. And the Royals pick up that win. Twins and the Brewers. That one's ending up cocked. I will re-roll that one. Okay. Twins, 1215 is 2. Brewers, 913 is 1. And the Twins have that game. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees, 2445. That is 8. Athletics, 1311 is 2. And the Yankees overpower the A's. Right, okay. Tigers and the Mariners. Tigers, 1835. That is 5. Mariners, 926 is 3. The Kitty Cats get that one. Red Sox and the Rangers. Red Sox, 1622 is 3. Rangers, 763. That is 7. And the Rangers win that one. Pirates and the Braves. Pirates, 1562. That is 8. Braves, 1152 is 6. And the Pirates get that win. Astros and the Cubs. Oop. Astros, 963, that is 7. Cubs, 1026 is 3. The Astros take that game. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals, 1265 is 9. Reds, 711 is a goose egg. And the Cardinals will get that win. Giants and the Expos. Giants, 643 is 4. Expos, 935 is also 4. There's also 4. Right? 935. Yep, that's also 4. They will have extras. Giants roll a 5. -1 is 4. Montreal rolls a 3. +1 is 4. The Expos will take that one in extras. Dodgers and the Mets. Dodgers, -361 is 4. Mets, 542 is 3. And the Dodgers will get that win. Padres and the Phillies. Padres, 864, that is 7. Phillies, 733 is 3. And the Padres bless that game with a win. On to May 26th. Orioles and the Angels. Orioles, 1553, that is 7. Angels, 1055, that is 6. And the Orioles get a measure of revenge. Blue Jays and the Indians. Blue Jays, 2024 is 4. Indians, 1341 is 5. And the Tribe will take that one. White Sox and the Royals. White Sox, 1262 is 7. Royals, 1142 is 5. The White Sox get that win. Twins and the Brewers. Twins, 10-25 is 3. Brewers, 14-14 is 2. The Twins win that one. Yankees and the A's. Yankees, 18-34 is 5. Athletics, 7-44 is 4. And the Yankees just continue overpowering everybody. Tigers and the Mariners. Tigers, 17-55, that is 8. Mariners, 6-64 is 7. And the Tigers win that one. Red Sox and the Rangers. Red Sox, 18-34, that is 5. Rangers, 6-26 is 2. The Red Sox win that one. Pirates and the Mets. Pirates, 6-15 is 1. Or Braves, I should say. Braves, 156 is 4. The Braves win that game. Astros and the Cubs. Astros, 15-56, that is 7. Cubs, 8-36 is 4. The Astros take that win. Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals, 15-11 is a goose egg. Reds, 5-12, also a goose egg. And another game nobody wants to win will go to extras. Cardinals roll a 3 plus 0. Reds roll a 4 plus 2 is 6. And despite nobody wanting to win that, apparently Cincinnati wanted that one in extras. Giants and the Expos. Giants, 321 is 1. Expos, 642 is 4. The Expos win that one. Dodgers and the Mets. Dodgers, 534 is 3. Mets, 11-12 is 1. The Dodgers win that one. Padres and the Phillies are both 8s. Padres roll a 21, that is 2. Phillies roll a 41, that is 4. And the Phillies double up the Padres. On to May 27th. Twins and the Red Sox. Twins, 633, that is 3. Red Sox, 1665 is 10. And the Red Sox continue to stay in a tight AL East race. Orioles and the Angels. Orioles, 1116 is 2. Angels, 1254 is 6. And that's a win for the Angels. Rangers and the Royals. Rangers, 055 is 4. Royals, 1113 is 1. The Rangers get that win. Indians and the Brewers. Indians, 1226 is 3. Brewers, 756 is 6. And the beer makers win that one. Yankees and the Athletics. Once the die wants to stop, Yankees, 1242 is 5. Athletics, 1144 is also 5. They will go to extras. Yankees roll a 5, minus 2 is 3. Oakland rolls a 1, plus 0 is 1. And the Yankees will get that one in extras. Tigers and the Mariners. Tigers, 1443, that one is 5. Mariners, 756 is 6. And Seattle stops an overall skid. Cubs and the Reds. Cubs, 833 is 3. Reds, 666, the number of the beast is good enough for 9, and a game belonging to the Reds. Pirates and the Astros. Pirates, 751, that is 5. Astros, 1445 is 6, and the Astros get that win. Giants and the Expos. Giants, 445 is 4. Expos, 843 is also 4. Say it with me, kids. They will go to extras. Giants roll a 5, minus 1 is 4. Expos roll a 2, plus 1 is 3. The Giants will get that win in extras. Dodgers and the Mets are both 7s. Dodgers roll a 65, that is 8. Actually, both 7s. Yep, that's 65 is still an 8. Mets roll a 24, that is 2, and that's a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Phillies. Padres, 626 is 2. Phillies, 1161 is 7. The Phillies win that one. On to May 28th. Blue Jays and the White Sox, we will see this game. We'll see these two teams tomorrow night. Blue Jays, 1251, that is 6. White Sox, 361 is 5. The Blue Jays win that one. Rangers and the Royals. Rangers, 644 is 4. Royals, 1214 is 2. And the Rangers get that win. Indians and the Brewers are both 13s. Indians roll a 36, that is 5. Brewers roll a 61, that is 7. And that's a win for the Brew Crew. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals, 1925, that is 4. Braves, 713 is 1. That's a win for the Redbirds. Cubs and the Reds. Cubs, 1122 is 3. Reds, 2425 is 5. And that game belongs to the Reds. Pirates and the Astros. Pirates, 1514 is 2. Astros, 1134 is 4. And that's a win for the Astros. Last up, Expos and the Padres. Expos, 656 is 6. Padres, 524 is 2. And Montreal gets a much-needed win. And that will do it for block number 13 of Season Ticket Baseball. Tomorrow night, we will be at Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois for block number 14 in 1985, as the Toronto Blue Jays will be playing the Chicago White Sox. As for what else is coming up on the channel, Wednesday, we're playing America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies from Compass Games. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue with the entree out of the Marvel Eat the Universe cookbook, Phoenix's Hot Chicken and Egg Oyakodon. Sunday next week, we're continuing the winter campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game, with the third scenario, Dancing Mad. As for tonight, I need to take care of a few things, but I'm going to try to get back on for a product unboxing later tonight. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The California Angels managed to hold on to their American League West Division lead with a 4-2 win over the Baltimore Orioles. Once again, take care.